Third artist found up president back again, live for live. We going live all the time. Why we stay live? Because it helps us thrive. And y'all love it when I'm live, man. Should I get my subscribers when I go live, man? I talk to the people and show them the face, let them know who run this thing. They be appreciating. You know what I mean? I always get me a couple of new subscribers when I go live. So if you are a subscriber, you can hit the chat. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody who is part of the monetization nation. That means all my people who are subscribers or supporters on any major level. And the only way you can be that major level is you subscribe for free right here. If you really extra major, if you extra support monetization, you like so that's base level. Okay, you subscribe, that's base level. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that's red clay, that's foundation. You know, in Georgia we got red clay, that's foundation, that's red clay level, right? You want to get to silver level, you got to at least be a subscriber on either Fanbase or on Instagram. $4.99 a month. Okay. You want to be a gold subscriber, like gold level. All right. You see how I went up? Silver, gold. Yeah. Uh, I might make that more like stainless steel because I like stainless steel more than I like silver. So yeah, stainless steel. You come on. Stainless steel. Then we go to the gold. Then we go platinum. Then we go vibranium. Yeah, we gotta represent Wakanda forever. You know what I'm saying? So there's different levels. It all depends. And so where you get to them other levels, you got to be sending in major funds. You can't just be a subscriber monthly for $4.99. You got to be somebody who's sending in 25, 50, on up the ladder every now and then. You want to be vibranium? You done sent over 1,000. Yeah, yeah. You 1,000 and up, vibranium. That's vibranium level. That's vibranium. 500, platinum. Platinum for sure. Platinum for sure. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Gold, 250 and up. 250 and up. Yeah, you golden. You golden. For real talk. You know. And at this early stage of development now, I even count people's annual contributions. Like, in a year, let's say you did 250. Well, I might still give you that consideration. We love for it to be all at once. But if you already doing $4.99 a month, well, hell, you right under $60 a year. I mean, that's roughly $5 a month times 12. Hello, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna respect that at least to give you that stainless steel for sure. And you may elevate to gold just from being around, man, just from being a real one like that. We support the people who support us. That's how we rock. That's how we rock. It's a win-win type of vibe. It's like this weather today. It's a total win-win. When I tell you it's so nice out here, I've been tempted all day to I got 2 t-shirts and then I got my little jacket here, my windbreaker. Tempted to take it off and just feel the sun on my skin, but I'm like, it ain't real. It ain't gonna stay like this. It's gonna get cold again. I know it's gonna get cold again. So I'd be wanting not to get too loosey goosey and then be regretting it days later. Like, man, you about to get too acclimated. You gotta remember, it's gonna get chill again if you're in Atlanta. I know anybody in Atlanta, y'all know what I'm talking about. Anybody in the South, because it's kind of universal right now. It's warming up. Spring is definitely gonna be an early spring. It ain't gonna be much longer. A few more days like this, and we're gonna have it. I mean, I can see the little buds on the trees. So they trying to bloom. The ones that bloom, I'm looking at them as I'm talking. Like, I see the little buds. They ready to bloom. They want to do that. And then the sun, like it is. I done seen people's reports online. I follow some hiking groups on Facebook and stuff. And I saw a lady had posted a pic. She was hiking. It was a big king snake. Beautiful, solid, shiny black. I'm talking about big and thick, up against a log. She said, this is like the third snake I done seen it there. I said, yeah. And you could tell she was somewhere in the South, too, because the woods look just like the woods around most of the Atlanta area. I mean, the way the leaves, the way the tree, I can always tell. I was like, yeah, that's somewhere in the South. It might be Georgia. But yeah, snakes out, man, they moving because it's warm. The earth done warmed up a little bit for them. They like, oh, really? Okay, I can get back to sunning. And I always say when I go fishing, if I see some turtles, I know everybody. If one reptile is moving, the rest of them moving. You know, best believe it. Best believe it. Check in here so I can get this order. Hold on. Yeah, it's really real out here. Yeah, it's really real out here today. Little breeze. I mean, it's just like absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect, people. Really nice. Really nice. See, I'm wearing my Jacksonville joint. Shout out to them Jaguars. Shout out to Jacksonville. Shout out to all my people in Florida. I got some peoples down here in Florida. Shoot, man. Whenever I wear this, make me think I might have to take a trip. I already know with the way the finances are this year, you know, I want to celebrate once we monetize, and I know that's gonna be in the next month or so. Cause y'all gonna keep hitting that subscribe button. Y'all gonna keep hitting like right now. We got 7 people in here. Come on, man. Somebody hit that. If you can hear the sound of my voice, get that thumbs up popping up in here. We need them thumbs up going up all the time. Anytime I'm live, if you new to this channel, that's how we rock. We want that to be balanced. We want 7 for 7. There's 7 in here. We need 7 thumbs up. And if you're part of the subscribers, you can hit the chat. Only subscribers get to talk. Only subscribers can stand before the king. That's just the way it works. You know, no pearls before swine. You ain't know? Now you know. Understand that. This ain't that average channel. We don't do that. Just, we'll take anybody and just anybody can say something. No, no. People can't handle that much ability to do whatever. They don't come correct. Every time I give them a chance, they show their ass. So I don't do it no more. We only let subscribers chat. Because only subscribers are truly valuing the content enough to hit that button. You know? But yeah, I was saying, with the way the budget is rolling, if it stay like this and it go early spring, I don't know, man. I might have to figure out a way to go down. I might have to go down to Florida. It's it's the nearest, nicest, closest experience to the Caribbean. And for years I've been saying I need to do Miami. Not like for real, like most people when they do it, like they want to just be all up on South Beach and stuff. No, I don't want to do that because I already heard how that is. I done heard how crazy that is. I want to stay somewhere outside of it, like maybe Fort Lauderdale, and then just drive over there and get the best of it. Whew. Like that. It's like that. And you never get the mic back. All right, y'all. So as I was saying, I'm long over a Miami type thing and the Florida Keys, and I've heard the Keys are just not that. They say when you get to Florida, you may as well be in the Caribbean. That's what I've always heard. He said, if you get down there, you see why people want that land so bad and want to live there. Because it's the Caribbean of the U.S. You in the Caribbean Ocean when you hit the tip of Florida. I said, wow, I want to experience that. I want to see what that's about. I mean, I want to go tarpon fishing too, because they get some of the best tarpon runs in Florida. And so it's just so many things on the list. You know what I'm saying? The wonderful list of life, stuff that you want to check off. Not once, but twice, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. But at least start with the one. Can we get the one? Let's get the one. So it's the kind of celebration I want to do, man. When we get that monetization and the brother get a first, not, it can't be no chump change. It got to be the first real check. And I don't expect that to necessarily be on the first go around. I done already done my research of what it can be like for YouTube and how they pay. But the thing is, I got so many videos. I've been putting in so much work for so many years. And I'll never forget, that's just kind of what is my saving grace. That's what's kind of keeping my so balanced of wanting it so bad is I watched this interview one time with this guy. He's an older gentleman, much older than me, but he had been doing YouTube for a minute, and he had a different type of channel. I mean, he wasn't doing multi-niche per se. I forget what his topic was and all that, but it wasn't nothing exciting to me per se. It was just I liked his story, and I wanted to hear that. And he said, man, I posted every day. I was like, yep, the golden rule, post every day. He said, I went live a lot. Yep, got to do it. And he said, I just had a lot of videos. He said, I have a lot of videos. He was like, and when he said, I think this is an old video too. This is probably like 2 years ago. But he said he had maybe 3,000 or close to 4,000 videos. I'm now over 4,000. I'm like 4.4 or something crazy like that. So that's what does it. At least that's my philosophy that if you got the volume, Once you are monetized, every single video that ever was a success and that is still getting numbers is going to apply to your monthly AdSense income. Because I got numbers on videos that constantly do numbers. I see the numbers on videos that I don't be thinking of still moving or doing anything. They're constantly, they still get views, even old videos. You know, you put in the work, it comes back, seems to be the way it is with YouTube. It's a true example of planting seeds and getting the harvest. You know what I'm saying? You plant the seeds of good content, it comes back around 365. People gonna come and check you out when you sleep, when you awake, when whatever. Right now, there's one person looking, but there'll be hundreds of people that'll see this later. You know what I mean? Hundreds. That's how it really works. I've learned that, and I'm secure in that. I believe in that, and I'm working with that. So I know once this channel monetized, man, I tell you, man, my dream is just to get to the point where we're self-sufficient. That's it. Where like all I gotta do is work for ONYXCON. I mean, that's what I work for anyway. But I'm saying I won't have no more of this. Hey, y'all, I'm in the car. Y'all know I'm out here doing this curry thing. Y'all ain't gonna hear that word no more. I can't wait to bury. We're gonna have a ceremony. You understand me? We're gonna have a special ceremony to bury that side of life, to be done with it, to be like, all we do now is content for the masses, for the world, for y'all to see this dream manifest. Everything that's in that banner. If you looked at that new banner, I'm more and more happy about that banner. And I'm about to add some more stuff to it because I purposely gave it a white background and these floating things going around the letters because I'm going to keep adding stuff to that. Not a lot. I don't want it to get too cluttered where you can't tell what's what. But I do want you to look at it and say, oh, okay, yeah, I get it. I get it. I see what this is about. You know, that's what I want. I just want people to know exactly what the channel is about from one image. Because words, sometimes even once you explain it, people still don't understand. I mean, that's an international thing too. We got people all over the world look at this. They may not know English, but they know what a toy is. They know what a cool uh, boat is. They know what a plane is. They know what a fish is. They know what I'm taking all the things I got on that image. They know what a beautiful woman is. Hello. You know, they know what a dumbbell is working out, you know what I'm saying? They know what they know. You know, these objects, this is the ancient, most ancient, original language way. All our letter systems came from objects that were eventually evolving, you know, they were hieroglyphs that evolved into letters. So yeah, man, it's just like back to basics. And everybody, it's a universal language, gonna understand that. And that's beautiful. That's what I want. That's what I want. If I could just get my GPS to act correctly. Yeah, y'all. It's gonna happen. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen too. It's gonna be a really, really good time. Like, I just know. I don't, like I say, I'm talking about Florida, but that ain't gotta be where we go. Hey, we might go. I really need to go back to the Bahamas. I've said for years, like I said, if I go to Miami, I'm right there at the Bahamas. Why not just take a trip over to the Bahamas while you're there? Like, start in Miami, do a couple of days there, and then finish the week in the Bahamas. Like, that's what I'm about. You know what I mean? And you talking about some fishing? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So much. So much. So much joy. So much good time. So much good everything. That's what we doing, y'all. That's what we doing. That's what we about to be living. I'm telling y'all right now. That's the dream that we're gonna keep talking into reality. We're gonna keep speaking the energy. You gotta keep telling the universe what you want, what you need. It ain't just about wants, it's needs. This is gonna help other people. My journey will help other people. It already has. I already have. It's gonna do even more when people get a better example of how to be, something else to do, something else to consider, besides just the everyday, the rut, so to speak. You know, don't get caught in the rut. That's the whole mission, y'all. Do not get caught in the rut. See outside the, as they say, the matrix. You know, see outside the matrix. Be free. Be Neo. Be Morpheus. I'm Morpheus. You know what I mean? I'm here to show y'all how to become Neos. See, I mean that plural, Neos. Do you want to be new? Do you want to be Neo? Hmm? Let's go. There we are. Yeah, y'all. Oh man, I'm just dipping in and dipping out as I got to. But I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. So yeah, like I was saying, y'all, I'm feeling that spring fever. If the weather stay like this, too many more consecutive days, it's gonna really mess with everybody's head in Atlanta. People gonna start putting up their sweaters and jackets, which I know not to do until after Easter. And even then, about 2 weeks after Easter, keep your stuff ready because you can have a cold snap. And the weird thing about it is, it could be one of them things where, like, in the morning it's freezing, but then middle of the day is 65, 70, you know. But you just don't, if you got anything to do in the early part of the day, you still want to have your jackets and stuff ready because it's real like that. But that's kind of true even throughout spring and even beginning of summer. You know, it's always cooler, you know, your high and the low, it's always cooler in the morning. But, you know, come summertime, it don't get no cooler on average than like 50, 55, 60 throughout the night. If that, more like 60. 60s in the night, and then, you know, it just goes up to 90s, 80s, hundreds, you know, in the summertime. And then even in spring, because once May get here, I call it sprummer. Spring and summer, all as one. It gets hot as hell in May, you know. So yeah, I can feel it. It's coming. It's trying to do that thing right now. It's getting real. All I need to see is the carpenter bees. I ain't seen no carpenter bee yet. And them certain black and red wasps that come out every year. As soon as you see them flying around, and I know they're somewhere flying right now, I just ain't seen one yet. It's warm enough for them. You see them, it's on. Yeah, the other night, I had to get something, and I saw a damn mosquito. I had to go back to my car and get something at night. The light hit it just right. I said, what's that? Oh my God, that's a mosquito. I said, oh man, if the mosquito's out, it's on. For real, for real. When we get the mosquitoes, carpenter bees, and wasps. That's how you, and yellow jackets and stuff. You start seeing them buzzing around. Yeah, ladybugs. Yeah, ladybugs will come out even when it's kind of cold. But you start seeing a bunch of them. Spring is here. That's for real. Anybody a gardener? Hit the comments if you garden. I'm thinking about doing some gardening this year. Hit up some land, family land, and plant me some seeds because I love good watermelon. And I got some really good seeds that I saved from ones that I harvested last year or bought last year, but I want to harvest this year. I want to I want to really do that. I want to just make one long bed and maintain it, check on it weekly, make sure it's right. You know what I'm saying? But I think I want to try that. And now's the time to plant it because it takes from now all the way to the end of summer or the beginning of summer for you to start really getting full plants. But if you put something in the ground now, you'll probably have a full melon. I would say. Let me see. It's February, it's March, April. But yeah, by May, yeah, you might actually have the beginning of your process. You get to reap the rewards of your hard work. And I know I want to do some raised beds if I do it. And I got just the perfect soil to put in there. Some broken down, composted straw that's like pine straw that just got like beautiful black soil. Put all that and dig it, prop it up, get it right. And just talking about it get me excited because I think I can really make something special out of that this year. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. A lot of things on the agenda. A lot of things I want out of this year. Things I always say every year I want to try, but then I mess around and don't do them. And then there's things that I do, but you know, I don't want the clock to get away from me. I want to try. So if you feeling that, hit the comments. Let me know. And outdoors. That's ONYXCON Outdoors Worldwide. All the elements. ONYXCON full in effect. You know how we do. Let's go.